and everyone of you to the Cyber Symposium 2023. As we started at the forefront of the digital age, gathering like this are not just events, they are milestone making our collective journey towards a safer and more secure digital future. Now, let me introduce you to Rainbow Secure. In a world where digital threats increase daily, Rainbow Secure stands as a beacon of hope, offering a cutting-edge solution that not only protect but also empower business. From safeguarding sensitive data to ensuring seamless user experience, Rainbow Secure is the model of our commitment to excellence in cybersecurity. As for today's talk, we have a lineup of knowledgeable speakers and thought leaders who will deliver a deep into the solution of cybersecurity problem, share insights, and chart out the path ahead. From understanding the latest threats to exploring innovative solutions, today promised to be a day of learning, collaboration, and inspiring. So sit back, engage, and let's start on this enlightened journey together. Welcome to Cyber Symposium. Now, I would like to bring on a stage Dr. Shashi. She will introduce our first guest for today's session.
Thank you, Neeruji. A very warm welcome to all the attendees for Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium 2023. It's my absolute pleasure to invite and introduce our guest speaker for today, Tanika Maidi Gary. Tanika translated a lifelong dream into reality when she founded Maidi Designs in 2012. The agency provides branding, website development, website maintenance, digital marketing, and content development services, and has been recognized numerous times, both locally and internationally, for its success in helping brands grow. Tanika received her BFA in graphic design from the Art Institute of Atlanta and has worked with more than 100 small businesses. In addition to Georgia Power, Emory University, the Georgia Minority Supply Development Council, the Georgia NCAP, DeKalb County, and RSA Charge, she earned her Women owned small business certification during February 2019. Her WOSP status allows her to compete on set aside contracts issued by the federal government. In August 2019, Tanika was awarded a certificate in women's entrepreneurship from Cornell University. Body Designs received its MB and WBE certifications during 2021. In 2022, she graduated from Tuck Business School. It's my honor to invite Tanika by the very. I also invite Dhaval Shah serves our CTO for Rainbow Secure to kindly join us on stage.
Hello. Hello, how's everybody doing? Okay. Hello, I'm going to present to you all about how to stay secure and protect your website with Rainbow Secure. So my company was founded in 2012. We provide branding, web development, data analytics, accessibility, and digital marketing services. to government agencies, corporations, universities, and small businesses. So we leverage the power of creativity and collaboration through high quality web, print, marketing solutions that support diverse communities. And we work with the numerous companies as well as small businesses. And we received several awards for top graphic designers, best web developers, top branding agency. So, what makes us different is we use some of the latest technology on our websites. We stay ahead of the curve. We also partner with Rainbow Secure to use their innovative visual format based password protection that's 2,000 times harder to hack. Our team members come from diverse backgrounds, so we understand what it takes to market to multicultural communities. And our team has more than 4 decades of combined experience. So, the many faces of cyber attacks. So people can hijack your brand or web presence. They create fraudulent domains to try to encourage you to click on them. They pose as legitimate companies in order to steal your data. They put up abusive content on your sites as well as spread false information. They can also take over your social media accounts as well as encourage you to click on many different links. So recently, more than 17,000 WordPress websites were compromised last month with a malware known as Balata Injector, which is nearly twice the amount of detections the month before. Of those 9,000 websites, they were invaded using a recently discovered security flaw in the Tag Div Composer plugin. So if your website consists of plugins, you want to make sure that you keep those plugins updated. Also, you want to make sure to use plug companies that are popular or has some pretty decent reviews. And if you're not using certain plugins, you want to make sure to delete those because some plugins are vulnerable to attacks. So keep that in mind. It can happen to you. It happened to one of our clients. A client of ours was hacked by a Viagra company because they weren't maintaining their site. We had to remove the malicious code and we started doing monthly maintenance because that attack happened and it caused them to lose sales and many things happened after that. So we had to make sure that we constantly kept that site updated. So don't let your customers' first impressions be their last. You definitely want to make sure your website is visually appealing, it's easy to navigate. You want to make sure that that website is also secure because being hacked can cause your business to lose sales, especially for customers who haven't visited your website before and they're not familiar with you. They've just heard about you for the first time. So you want to make sure that your website is up to date. Make sure it's also error free, especially when people are visiting that website. So it takes 20 years to build a reputation and a few minutes of cyber incidents to ruin it. So you want to make sure that you keep that site up to date. So one of the most common website issue that I see is the lack of security, which is pretty basic issue where websites don't have an SSL certificate installed, so it'll show up as not secure in the search bar. So having a secure website will help build trust. This is not the only thing that needs to be done, but it is one of the first steps to take when you launch your website because you don't want it to say that somebody's trying to steal their information, which will make people not move any further with the site. So I just wanted to talk about one of our clients that we work with. So the Russell Innovation Center for Entrepreneurs, they are a business generator serving Metro Atlanta, created to support Black entrepreneurs to help them build thriving businesses, supports them on their journey as they grow their companies. So the challenge was that their website lacked information and functionality. It wasn't very user friendly for people to be able to book events, make donations online, register for sessions. and they couldn't interact well with the website. So there was a lot of deficiencies. So we created two websites for them. One was main a website for the general public to go on to learn more about what their organization did and how they're helping businesses in the community. So we created a website that included applications, the event requests, donation processes, also some interactive elements that people can interact with. And we also created a portal for their stakeholders. So they have several hundred stakeholders that use this portal containing personal business profiles, announcements, documents, directories, resources, and events. So we also secure both of these websites, and we use Rainbow Secure to make sure all of the accounts are secured and they can access that portal. So, some tips to protect yourself from hackers. You want to make sure you're following best practices for documented information security. Use strong passwords, also update them regularly. Don't use the same password for all of your accounts. You want to make sure you can use two-factor authentication wherever possible. And also make sure you don't save all of your information to the computer, as well as if you have any important documents, you want to make sure that you add password protection so everybody don't have access to that important information. So some other tips to protect you from hackers is you don't want to be too generous with giving out your website information. You don't have to give everybody on your team access to your website because it can cause issues and security breaches. You want to make sure you give the information to the team members that will protect it and also the people that will actually be updating the site. You want to make sure that they are storing that information securely. And one thing you can use is something like LastPass, where you can protect that login information. And you can also use Rainbow Secure to make sure that that login information is protected. So thank you for your time, and I am welcome to answer any questions that you all may have.
Thank you very much, Tanika. It was always inspiring to hear about the growth and evolution of passionate ventures like Better Design. And now I have few questions for you that will help entrepreneurs and security practitioners in the audience to learn more about how progressive a company like Better Design is using technology and security. So I would like to start with say, how did the collaboration between Better Designs and Rainbow Secure come about for you, and what was the driving force behind it?
Okay, yes. So I met you all a couple years ago. I think it was at a virtual event. And at the time, I just secured my first state government contract. And so I needed to get some cybersecurity insurance, which at that time, I was pretty new to cybersecurity. And so I reached out to you all to help me do a cybersecurity assessment, as well as put everything in place as far as making sure we had the proper security, that my team knew what to do in terms of keeping things secure as well.
Yes, it's evident that when you have, two forward-thinking entities come together, you always achieve great synergies. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yes.
Now, in what ways Rainbow Secure Solutions complemented the services offered by Better Design?
Yes. So since we offer website design and development, your services complement ours because now we can not only make sure the websites look good and easy to navigate, but we can also secure those websites as well.
Nice. Yeah, it's very fascinating to see that how you were able to take help of Rainbow Secure's solutions to augment and enhance your offering.
Yes.
Now, coming back to actually doing a business, We all know that emails are the primary communication channel for business. Now, can you share some challenges that BD Design faced in ensuring the email security and how Remote Secure addressed them?
Yes. So some previous challenges we had were we were sending, login information through email. And I remember a time where we got hacked and that login information was compromised, which caused some other things to get hacked. So by working with Rainbow Secure, we can now make sure that our email accounts are secure. But we also used LastPass to send a login and not share login through our emails, or we'll send like the username through email, but we'll send the password differently if we have to send it that way.
Yeah, we are happy to see that how the companies like Better Design actually implements the modern security approaches and that takes them
Yeah.
forward. Yeah, so the importance of secure communication is the key and how you use your tools in a better manner. So coming back to, I would like to further say that how is your enhanced email security impacting the client relationship and trust? What do you think is a like you know uh, the factor or the pillar of the client trust and relationship?
So yes, so we can now send our emails securely, so the clients trust that we can, protect that information.
Right. Now, about the website security, I saw that you covered great topics in your presentation. So, just to reiterate some of the thoughts here. So, with the increasing threats to website security, how crucial was it for Better Design to ensure that its clients' websites were fortified against potential breaches?
Yes. So by working with us to make sure you have a maintenance plan in place, we can make sure themes and plugins are updated, as well as increasing the speed of the site, monitoring it for malware, and making sure those things are in place, as well as using Rainbow Secure to secure that back end as well as that hosting account.
Right now, coming to the cloud, everyone knows that cloud usage is inevitable now, and it has become an indispensable for a business. Um, how has Rainbow Secure assisted Better Design in planning for cloud for himself and its clients?
Yes, so we'll be using Rainbow Secure to make sure that our applications we're using are also protected, not just email and website, but also like Slack and different accounts that we use on an everyday basis.
Yeah, we are happy to see that how cloud security is a top priority for Better Design, and we will do all our best to help your team and your clients. Now, I see that you had got tremendous experience in the website design and development, and I'm sure that you would be willing to take it forward to help your prospective clients. So, is there any thoughts that you'd like to share with the audience today? Your plan for your further journey and what new things you are doing today?
Yeah, so I would just say to make sure that you definitely stay on top of what's going on with cybersecurity and just to continue to learn about it and make sure you're protecting all of your information. As far as what we're doing, we are currently entering into a new market, which is federal government. So we definitely want to make sure, definitely we're working with the government, making sure that we have that top security in place.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, security and compliance is a complex area, and working
Yes.
together, it's definitely gonna make a difference for our clients, and the synergies that come together is good for the business as well. So, based on your experience and journey so far, I would like to say that what do you see in the future for the prospective ongoing partnership on security and compliance? between Better Designs and Limbo Secure?
Yes, so I could see us working on larger scale projects in the future. So I definitely want us to work on larger scale projects and making sure those projects are secure with advanced security with Rainbow Secure.
Now, for businesses that are still like, thinking about that we are too small or we don't need security, what advice would you like to give them based on your experience so far?
So yes, I would say it doesn't matter how small you are. Everybody needs to invest in cybersecurity, and there are affordable options you can use like Rainbow Secure. You want to make sure that you have some kind of security in place because if you don't, if you get hacked, it could cause you to lose sales. It can, affect your reputation. So you will be looking at a larger cost if that happens versus just investing a small amount into cybersecurity.
Can you share some examples of any businesses that that got hacked and what was the impact in those situations?
Yes, so we have had a few clients get hacked. One of our larger clients, we had recommended them to have maintenance probably for like 2 years before they did. And the reason they put it in place is because they waited till they got hacked to actually start getting their websites maintained, but it did, affect their reputation as well as lose a lot of sales at the time. So, if you have those things in place, or if you're working with the company to make sure it's maintained, we can get those things taken care of pretty quickly. So that happened, as well as another client where they would be presenting their website to donors and investors, just making sure that it's maintained because um, people can go on your website and if they see that it's hacked, um, then that would cause issues as well. So
Yeah, I see. Now, coming to the AI aspects, with the generative AI in place, how drastically is your work changing in both like in a positive way, or if there is any challenges you are facing?
yes, so with AI, um, with us integrating AI into our processes, we're able to do some things quicker. It's definitely helped some of our processes, so we're able to get some things done quicker.
Right. So, with those modern tools, including AI, what are the opportunities, new opportunities that you would be targeting for website development and user interface?
Yes, so with AI, we're now using tools to help us with that user experience, as far as making sure the sites are responsive and automating those things where they're responsive and also using it in other workflows in terms of websites to cut down on some of that development time or design time. We can make some of those tasks go a little faster, so that helps as well.
Let's see. Now, I know that we have spoke a couple of times on like you are also maintaining the government websites and actually maintaining a crucial part of their data workflows as well. So, can you give some insight into the work you are doing in the government sector?
Yes, so with our state government contract, we're actually working with Berkshire Regional Planning Commission. So we built a website for them as well as a data portal where we manage all of the data that comes from like the census, the school system, government, education, things like that. So we constantly maintain that site to make sure the data is updated as well as the main site, making sure that it's secure and meeting all those requirements, as well as making sure that it meets the accessibility guidelines.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Um, It was very enlightening to hear about your experience, your journey, your focus. Now, before we wrap up, I would like to ask if you have any final thoughts or message to share with our audience about the importance of using modern tools and also incorporating cybersecurity in today's digital landscape.
Yes, you want to make sure that you have a website that's responsive so people can view it on all their devices. You want to make sure that you invest in having a visually appealing website as well as making sure that it's easy to navigate, as well as making sure it's accessible so that anybody can be able to view it. You want to make sure that you're also um, and looking at the analytics on the site to see where your traffic's coming from and where it's not coming from so you can know how to make improvements on the website. You also want to invest in cybersecurity. There are some tools you can use as well, like WordFence and Security, but you also want to have some type of advanced security like Rainbow Secure to protect you from many other attacks.
Yeah. Now, one last question about like what would be your advice to aspiring content developers or web developers choosing their career?
Can you repeat that?
What would be your advice to the aspiring content developer or a web developer if they are choosing their career in website development or a content development? And what would be your advice to the new students in this area?
Okay, yes. So I would just encourage them to continue to learn and make sure you stay current on like the trends and the new technology that is out there because it's definitely a lot out there and it's moving pretty fast. So don't be afraid to learn about those new trends and new technologies because you want to stay ahead of the curve.
And what security challenges they should consider when they are just beginning their career and just starting to work on a first or second project? Like, what should be they considering?
Some of the security challenges could be just making sure that you are monitoring those sites for, malware and malicious code being injected into those sites. So you want to make sure that you are able to monitor those sites.
Right. Yeah, thank you, Tanika, for sharing all this insight. It's clear that a proactive approach to cybersecurity and looking having a fresh mindset towards the technology usage is the way forward. So, wish you a very very good luck and best wishes for all your new projects. And thanks for joining us today and enlightening our audience. It was very delightful to have you on the University of Cyber Symposium, which added a depth to uh, you know, the understanding of what actually it takes for the security and what it takes to be a web developer and designer. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
That was a wonderful talk, isn't it? Uh, so, I would like to express our gratitude to Tanika for her involve for her valuable insight, sharing her valuable insight. Her experience has certainly set a high bar for today's discussion. Now, as we transition to our next segments, we have a special treat in store for you. It's always enlightening to hear from industry expert, but it's equally, if not more, to hear from those who who use this solution in real world scenario. With that says, I am thrilled to introduce our next speaker, Deborah from Satya. I will I will invite Dr. Sashi to give a brief introduction about Deborah from Satya.
Hi, Ninaji. Thank you so much. I am delighted to announce our next speaker for today, Deborah Agastani. She's the founder and CEO of Satya. Satya is a conscious brand merging beauty and wellness. It believes that beauty comes from within, offering herbal adaptogens and superfoods for holistic well being. It ethically sources from low income, at risk women, ensuring fair market prices and co creating sustainable communities. I request Deborah to please enlighten us with her brief journey of her career and also enlighten us about her customer journey with Rainbow Secure. Deborah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Deborah. Thank you for this wonderful introduction. I am so excited to be here with you today for this important cybersecurity conference for me. I mentioned, my name is Deborah Agustoni. I'm the founder of Sate. We are a DC-based, women-owned, socially conscious consumer wellness brand, and we focus on beauty inside out using the butterfly pea flower ingredient to create herbal teas and blue matcha wellness powders to help consumers feel more joy, inner beauty, inner calm on a daily basis through our ethically sourced and organic products. And so we also want to make sure that our products are ethically sourced, as I mentioned before. So it's part of our core mission to source our main ingredient from small scale female farmers in rural areas where this plant is from, which is Southeast Asia, mostly sourced from Thailand and Cambodia as well. And we're selling our products on a number of different stores as well as on platforms. And we also work with corporate clients that wants to give the gift of wellness to their employees through special customer customized wellness packages.
Wonderful, Deborah. So uh, this is like as we met earlier, and we share like that was a very heartwarming. Like when we are together, and we just like feel like we are connected together, and we just started to work. So it was very very nice to have you on with like working with you. So I would like to uh, take from here. Deborah. Can you just start like how our working journey with Deborah?
Sure, sure. Yeah, I'm very honored to uh, have this panel talk with Deborah, who has been a successful entrepreneur and, who is bringing this mission along with the business journey, business growth that she's trying to achieve. So she's trying to do two things. One is she's trying to contribute to a social cause and as well as grow the business. So I have a few questions for Deborah that I would like to ask her. Number one, what inspired you to venture into the realm of beauty and wellness? Especially, how did you got that idea about the business, because it's one thing to like something, and then it takes another level of courage to go further.
Yes. So my journey. So let's start by saying that I was always passionate to heal and to use natural modalities, my own self. So I was attracted to everything that was holistic and natural from a very young age. So I was in I wasn't definitely planning to become an entrepreneur or to a wellness company. There is a big gap between the two. But my story started really when I was working in country speaking programs for the United Nations. And I was during my master's in social enterprise while I was at the UN. And for my practicum, I actually decided to go to and create and basically and this so I was taught about the issue of human trafficking and counter trafficking, obviously, since I was working on a particular topic. And so I decided to go to Cambodia and do in-person interviews with women at risk of human trafficking and those that are affected, and really hear from them what were their aspirations, fears, needs, how international development programs or even local programs were supporting them or not supporting them in order to really eradicate their risk of being trafficked. So I was seeing a gap in how international and local organizations were responding. And so I decided to go and interview them. And after these interviews, I was really inspired by the women I talked to. And I decided to, that was at the time where I also was introduced by a stroke of serendipity. I was introduced to butterfly pea flower, which grows in this. So the more I was researching about it, the more I was learning about the incredible health and skin benefits of this plant, the more I was like, wow, this is amazing. We need to create a wellness brand around it so that we can actually share the benefits as much as possible, while at the same time we can create income generating activities for women around these areas, because poverty turned out it still is poverty, extreme poverty, and the lack of income generating activities is actually the cause of why women more than men get trafficked in the area. So it's like this is a win-win solution where we can actually provide incredible wellness products to consumers while also helping women reduce the risk of being trafficked. And so Satya was born not long after my master's program when I graduated. And I have been, in 2020, actually, we started a plantation of this particular plant. We call it Prosperity Garden in Cambodia. And then now we have expanded beyond that because of the demand. And so we're actually sourcing also from Thailand and just looking to replicate sort of the model in other areas around Southeast Asia. So this is how the company was born. And it's been a great experience, and I would say that our mission is twofold. On one hand, we provide income generation activities to women at risk of human trafficking. We also provide them with access to the international market that they wouldn't have. And our job is also obviously to tell the story and make sure that people not only look at what they ingest in terms of ingredient, but also that what is empowered through the supply chain, including the people that harvest the food, and in this case, people are drinking, and so consumers to feel more joy, more calm, and more beauty through a nourishing cup of tea or wellness powder or butterfly pea flower.
Question, which are the different ways anybody can get your product? Like, is it online or any store? how they can get
Sure.
it?
Yeah. So if you are in New York City, we have selling the products into stores. One is in Oculus Shopping Center in a store called Pretty Well Beauty. We are at This Kitchen Soho, and then a number of stores in DC. And then also find our product directly on our website, which is .com. So SAATHEA.com. And you can also shop on a number of different online platforms that I'll be happy to list to maybe send out to your audience at one point. But mainly my website will be a reference.
That's wonderful. Yeah, you have the beautiful product, and it's always heartening to know get from your favorite outlet or whole food store near you. And now I have some questions about your journey in technology. Uh, I would like to first start with say, you know, everyone is using emails today, and emails are the primary communication channel. So how crucial was it for to ensure that its email communications are secure?
Mm-hmm. So I think my emails was definitely a critical priority, but I was never getting to it, if that makes sense. It's been really important for me to find a partner like you, because you have helped me enormously to really get my ducks in order, so to speak, when it comes to really creating security around my email communication. And I really appreciated you coming, by the way, in my journey through a very difficult moment when I had challenges with a particular platform that I was using. And so it was definitely a critical priority. And I really feel more secure now that my email system has been protected by Rainbow Secure.
That we were able to help you. Now, I would like to ask you a fair instance where the email security from Secure really made a noticeable difference in the operations. Like, I know that you just described about some challenges. So can you break down the email security challenges before work with you?
Yeah, so I can talk about a specific example. I think that when we met, this was the most noticeable moment, I think, in you helping me, Rainbow Secure team helping me, because I actually was experiencing a severe threat when I was trying to log in for actually days. I was trying to log in to my system that I usually use when I go to events. Basically at events, and I was not able to in. And at first I thought it was something that I wasn't correctly. Although at one point I realized that even though I have set up a two-system verification step verification to log in into this particular platform, wasn't working anymore, in the sense that it wasn't really providing the code I needed. So then I realized that I was hacked, and to the point where they were able to change on my POS account, and they were able to. And thankfully, I in the bad luck, I was lucky, because at that moment there were no money in the account, so to speak, and so they were not. The goal was to transfer the money from my POS payment system to their bank account, and they were not able to do that. But so I actually met you in this moment, and I was so thankful that you were able to secure this whole system for me with the Rainbow Secure system. And now I feel much more confident that I won't be hacked.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that insight. Now, with increasing the shift to the cloud storage, how ensures that its data remains protected now? Like,
I That's another service that I was really happy with, and partnering with you really to ensure that the safety of my data is there, and you really provided that like expertise in uh, organization, and this was important because I guess all organization is a little different. So at the same time that we're able to remain compliant in this changing landscape, digital landscape, and so I have definitely more peace of mind now knowing that my no matter what challenges I'll be facing, that my data will be with the uttermost security and standards in mind. Yeah.
yeah, thanks for that. Now, next question for the e-commerce platforms that entrepreneurs like Satya uses. So, and we all know that there are targets for SaaS. So now, how do you ensure that your data and transactions remain secure on Satya's platform?
Yeah. So I've been using Shopify. Shopify has been it's kind of the go-to e-commerce platforms for especially consumer goods product. And so I've been using it since the launch, since I launched the product in 21. But I think that the level of security was given by the package of the e-commerce platform, which is pretty good. I mean, Shopify, I would say they do a good job, but also to keep your platform secure. But I think meeting you guys and having you look at my e-commerce platform and being able to analyze it and to look at it in its entirety and see, okay, how can we make this platform more secure for you, and how can we integrate the acquisition you have already given me for other platforms. And so it would like to work with the Rainbow Security team and have you configure my e-commerce accounts and being able to set up a login with Google that really is using Rainbow Secure encrypted system, and that also goes along with everything else, like other platforms, GoDaddy, Zoom. I mean, I have so many platforms that I use for the business. So, and it was just nice to have everything aligned.
And we are happy to hear that productivity and security solutions are really helping you, whether it's a single sign-on or login with Google or a multi-factor. So that's a very, good feeling to helping Satya. Now, looking back at how you have your journey from beginning, the concept, the to give back to the community, what are your thoughts and advice about budding entrepreneurs entering the retail space or space in having their own company and founding their own business?
There's so much to say about this, but I think at the end of the day, it's a persistent game. So it's so making sure that you don't take rejections personal, that you're able to always push forward. And another thing I would say is very important is like being very focused. It's easy to get carried away into like trying to spread yourself too thin sometimes in like you or thinking that you need to be everywhere. Don't be to be successful in a particular time, and eventually that might be the goal. But I think that as you move forward from the beginning, I think that the more focused you are, the better results you achieve and build upon that. And then I would say that this is a very important advice.
Yeah, thanks. Now, question: what would be your advice to the budding entrepreneurs in the audience, where say how much importance you to cybersecurity, considering today's business landscape that is using technology?
Yeah, I think that as an entrepreneur running a startup, it's so easy to prioritize, I would say, activities that yield immediate revenue or return on investment. That's kind of what we always kind of focus on. And you tend to maybe put on the side other things. You're a small team and when you have competing priorities all the time. But I think the advice would be to remember the catastrophic consequences that can really happen if you don't make sure in advance that you secure like emails and your data online with an ever rising threat of like hackers popping up from everywhere. So I know maybe it's not your priority right away, but eventually if you don't take care of this in a proactive manner, it can backfire in a way that it could even drive you out of business. And so I think that prioritizing this is very important. And I have told my and a few friends, I was like, you have to really make sure that you protect all your digital assets right away at the beginning of the
Yeah, thank you very much. It was great to hear your experience, your journey, your thoughts, and what's next. So, again, I thank to Satya and its team. Very good luck and best wishes for your journey ahead. And we'll always be here with you. Rainbow Secure and its partners are always here to help the entrepreneurs, whether they are just going or they are in advanced part of the journey. Thank you
Thank you
again.
so much. Thank you for your service and thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
A huge round of applause for Deborah to hear her enlightened insight for cybersecurity. Thank you, Deborah, to
Thank
join
you.
us today. Her experience, her Deborah's experience and perspective as a customer have truly given us a deeper insight of real world impact of our solution. But the insight don't stop here. As we continue our thought uh, journey thoughts, this symposium is a time to shift our focus for customer experience to collaborative endeavors. I am excited to introduce our next speaker, someone with whom we had the privilege of partnering on a numerous project and who has been instrumental in shaping the tra- trajectory of our offering. Please join me in welcoming Manish, and I would like invite Sashi to introduce our next case. Please, Sashi, take it from here.
Thank you, Rehalji. Welcome once again to all the attendees who are attending Rainbow Secure Cyber Symposium. It's my absolute honor and pleasure to announce our next guest speaker for the day, Mr. Manish Pardia. He's a founder and president of Think AI Corporation. He's the president of International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. He has been a cloud consultant with a more than 22 years of experience in leading complex technical projects. He has strong focus on customer service with a history of A++ client satisfaction. He is a Gold Microsoft partner. He is awarded the 2019 IAMCP Show Call Partner Choice Award. He's a board member of Asian Business Association of Orange County and also awarded ABAOC Asian Business Association of Orange County 2019 Presidential Award of the Year. His company, Think AI, is a trusted strategic partner for enterprise thought leaders who need to solve complex business problems using modern technologies, including AI, business intelligence, and chatbots. I welcome Manish onto the stage to enlighten us with his experience and his journey. I also welcome Dhaval Shah, our CFO, CTO, to please host this talk. Welcome, Rizal.
Thank you, Sashi.
Hello, good morning, Manish.
Hello, good morning, Dhaval. Are you able to hear me well?
Yes, yeah, we can see you and hear you.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So today we like to have you share your thoughts, your journey, and tell us about Think AI and its core mission.
Yeah, absolutely. ThinkAI is totally focused on bringing the data and AI technology to enterprise thought leaders, mostly to a company which is a mid-size and a small business. So I would say less than $1 billion company is a good fit for us. We do have clients who are above $1 billion scenario, but the focus is more on the mid-size and small business. Our model is a hybrid, so we have a team here in US as well as India. So that's a mode we are operating in. And my business partner Dave has been with Microsoft before we joined forces 5 years back. So ThinkAI is 5 year old. 2018 we formed ThinkAI, and most of the projects have been in data before. Now the AI focus has grown in the business. Uh, we have a lot of projects in AI nowadays, but initially it was more data focused project. I I was a developer before I formed my company, so I do understand what technology challenges we can solve with right kind of programming and what technology challenges our developer face when they're talking on the business side. So we are able to bridge that gap as a business owner. So very excited to help our clients and work with partners like Rainbow Secure to bring additional features like security and dynamics or other kind of skill set which we don't do. Okay, the camera is having issue. Hold on. Just a second. I think it got changed. Just hold on. It's going to this camera. Well, I can use this one if we really need to. Just a second. Let me see if I can fix it.
No problem.
Do you
Take
know
it.
how to change the camera? Because I have multiple camera here.
Um, think hold on. There is a settings on the top right corner of your screen. Under
Yes, I
settings,
see
there
that.
is an audio and
My
video setting.
profile.
Yes, yes. Under the, I think not in the profile, but on the top right corner, there's a gear icon. Under the gear icon, there's an audio and video settings.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a, like
Yeah.
it's the fifth item from the top, or maybe in your screen. I don't know what's.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's an yeah camera option over there. Yes, we are good now.
It's not showing the background here.
Yeah, you can also share any presentation you might have on Think AI.
I do. I do. Let me share my screen. Let's go to that. Okay.
Yes, yeah, no problem.
So after the initial question, what you had about the vision and mission, what I wanted to share was what we are doing right now on the Think AI.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I do want to share my screen. Let me know if you can see, and then we'll go from there. Okay, you're good, right, Dhaval? Hello. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes, yes.
Sorry. Okay, no worries. Sorry about all the glitches here. What I want to cover quickly is what are the kind of AI situation we see and what potential we see. And I do have some demo, so we'll like to see if we can show that. And I'll try to cover that in next 10 minutes. As I mentioned, our focus is into data and AI. And in Microsoft world, Microsoft puts data AI together. All AI systems do need the right kind of data, so our services fit correctly. Where we need to ensure your data is clean, it's centralized, so AI can really provide you productivity and real impact. In addition to AI, we do other kind of services as well, and these are a couple of things. This is the channel where we and Howell started to collaborate, which is the IMCP, International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. So all of you are already using AI daily. An example of that is in your smartphone, Siri, Alexa, or Google. When you use its AI, then when you get suggestion or you chat with chatbot, that's AI in the e-commerce world. In the home, you may have Ring or the camera system, which is actually detecting movement or people. That's example. Navigation system, autonomous vehicles, Tesla, or even planes, self or planes on autopilot, those kind of scenario. So those are the example. And there is a big benefit of AI. The biggest one is the cost saving by automating the mundane task, and then reducing human error, improving client service. These are a couple of examples. I'm not going to go into full detail of generative AI, but in short, generative AI is providing you the response where it has not been fed response, meaning it's creating the response for you. In the previous days, programming will let you give the response from the system or by the logic, but here AI is able to create the response for you. So that's the difference here, right? Audio, video, textual, images. So that's the real difference. All of you are using ChatGPT, so that's a known example of generative AI. Let's look at some of the example of AI in business, and then we'll look at the live, what do you say that, demo. Okay, so we did talk about customer service, sales, support, people asking what are your services, asking the quotation. AI can do project management. That is the example we're going to take. Copywriting, marketing is the first example which is getting the impact the most. All of you are writing emails or blog or responses, creating image, video, audio. That's the first example. But soon we'll start using this in AI research, sentiment analytics, predictive maintenance, product design. In fact, a lot of our clients, we didn't have a lot of legal clients, but we are getting a lot of legal questions from our clients saying that whatever paralegal is doing, can AI do? I'll give you an example of that also. OCR to text. What happened was many of the businesses has a lot of paper and they were not keeping the data in digital format. But as soon as AI is picking up because of ChatGPT and the news in the market, they are converting their data to um, from physical data to digital data, and they are using OCR. And now there are a lot of AI service called OCR. OCR existed before also. However, we do see a lot of ask on OCR. So I'm just telling so that if you come across, you can definitely help client. Summarization is the first one. We talked about that. Generative AI is able to summarize the 10 pages document to one paragraph. Classification of document, because it can understand, you can classify the document. Translation, speech to text, text to speech, all those are good examples. And we do have a simple POC created for our clients so they can try their own example of OCR to text. So upload a document and it should recognize anything written, it summarize it and recognize those kind of scenario. Okay, so that is good. Just wanted to keep it simple where these are the first application. Of course, you want to take it to complex one later, but these are the initial application. AI is in task management. So what I want to do is, we are talking about summarization. We are talking that AI can be faster and help you in a conversational manner. Let's see an example of it. What happened was, I did write a book around in COVID time, like 2020. So what I'm doing is, can I teach AI some basic task management collaboration work? If I can do that, then I can showcase and even help my own team members on task management and project management. So the idea is, can AI be a junior project manager? So we're gonna look at that example. With that, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna share my screen again with audio, and we will see if that works. Okay, give me a second. I have the video here. And then go back to the Rainbow Secure, no, not Rainbow, AirMeet, and share this. Okay, now let me know if you are able to hear audio. Okay.
Demo. I'm going to cover a chatbot, which is AI-based chatbot.
Do you hear the audio? The word like AI-based chatbot, you are able to hear, right? Okay, good. So I'll play this.
And I'm calling it PMO bot. This PMO bot has very basic information like what is SharePoint. I can ask questions which we have fed to it, but also I can ask what are the tasks resources are working on. And spelling mistake is fine because it's an AI based, so it's gonna be able to understand a couple of spelling mistakes. So what I'm asking is getting fed from this area. Now this information is a little less for me. I can ask it, hey, by employee by date. So get me details, who's working on what by date. It should get me this detail from the tool here. Okay, so that's good. Now that it has gotten this, I can also ask tasks hour is working in of 2023. So then it's gonna say that no task has been assigned to Hava in 2023, October 2023, which is good. And what is resource utilization percent in SEP? Okay, sounds good. And now because this is an AI model, it should be able to calculate the resource utilization percent. And little slow. and it's saying that Tom Smith has these many tasks, and each task is 40 hours. So 120 hours utilization, 80 hours utilization, 40 hours. So it's just saying that Tom is 75% utilized, Hava is 50% utilized, and Manish is 25% utilized. Something like that. They can also ask what are the scope of the project. I can ask that. I mean, what is the scope of project? That was a mistake, but that's okay. Because we have fed the scope, it should be able to bring the scope from the system. And it got me the scope, but at the same time, I can ask it in 40 words because it's AI based, it should be able to summarize it. Okay, so increase brand awareness, expand into new markets, improve customer engagement and lead generation, all that. And top list, get me top 3 risks with like that. We're getting that. Okay, so it doesn't know the dates, but what if I just say get top 3 risks? So I can get the top 3 risk of the project. And in addition to that, we can also ask get project summary. I can ask that. So we have had a, what do you say that, a format here. So that's what it should be able to get us a nice summary here. So here is the summary.
I guess that is all.
And that is all I wanted to cover here.
Yeah, so that is a good example where we can actually give, I mean, we can wrap the AI in front of the enterprise system, and project coordinator, junior project manager will do a lot of tasks behind the scene for you and bring it to the developers. But developers can use it, or AI can actually follow up with those tasks because it has better understanding. But the real fun or the real productivity improvement is you use summarization, generative AI, and those kind of things with the enterprise data. So now you are just becoming more productive, more interactive, and getting things done. So that was one example I wanted to share.
Yeah, it was really nice to hear from you in summary, plus see your presentation and actually watching the demo in action. Because people normally just say about AI, but they don't show anything that is working, or they don't show anything that's actually how you can actually do it. And your demo was like both the talk and you walk the talk. So it was really nice. Now, I have some questions for you for our audience and also in general, people watching us on LinkedIn Live and YouTube Live simultaneously. So, first question is that how did the collaboration with Think AI and Rainbow Secure come about, and what were the key objectives you aimed to achieve together?
Yeah. So it was great to meet Dhaval you like 5-6 years back at IMCP platform, Microsoft Inspire platform. And that's where the partnership is started, because we are totally focused on development, not at all on the security, but considering the cyber risk and everything, we wanted a strong partner on security who will guide us, not only internally making our environment secure, but will become trusted partner for our clients' deployment scenario. So it was not only one time initiative here. It was all about how we gonna be together on many engagements and be a strategic partner where all the time, like when I talk about AI chatbot and all, people get asked, do ask how secure it is. So that's where we saw the future that we will be working together for long.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Yes, that AI and chatbots today are forefront of digital transformation.
Yeah.
So your focus on that is truly valid and on point. And I can see that there will be a real world benefits when people see that AI is nothing to worry about, because now when you have security best practices and security solutions like Rainbow Secure in place, that will take care of the cyber threats that they are worrying about today.
Yeah, I mean, what we always have to show them in visual format as well as in the practical format is that we are taking extra precaution to making data secure, and that way not only they are confident but actually they start thinking about pushing it to more of their people and make it really adopt, I mean, make them adopt more secured way of doing things as well as AI. So that's where we both of our companies are leading client to adopt the system and become more secure.
Yeah. Now, with increasing shift to the cloud platforms, like both the solutions and service provider themselves are using technology more
Yeah.
heavily than before. So, how has the Rainbow Secure assisted the Think AI in ensuring the security for whether it's the cloud hosting or the business email security, the email platform as well?
Yeah, the cloud hosting is a great example. ChatGPT is available to everybody. People are going putting company data like Samsung employee posted all the code, Samsung code into the ChatGPT. It's happening with our clients also. So first is education to them, and then providing them a private environment in the cloud or Azure cloud, private tenant, and then giving them extra security with the Rainbow Secure is exactly the initiative we are taking. So first is education, and then as soon as client are ready, we are providing them private tenant so they can be more secured on the whole AI environment, and then even on the authentication layer with Rainbow Secure.
Yeah. Now, my next question is on the secure DevOps and startups. So everyone knows that people are talking about secure DevOps. Now, how crucial you think it is for the startups, and how they can leverage the strength of Think AI and secure in that?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, um, adopt the latest practice of the DevOps implementation, and then within, now it's all distributed team. So you're not having the team in one of the office location where everything is secured, or even on the cloud scenario. So as you deploy the code base following DevOps within your organization is more important. Secure DevOps practice, I'm saying, talking about secure DevOps within organization is more important. And then once you're secured within the organization, then you can go on and consult with your client also. So we are working with, I guess you are working with my business partner Dave on that. He
Yes,
is more leading that kind of area of whole development and strategy in the secure DevOps.
yes. Now, coming to the compliance in various sectors, we all know that ensuring compliance is, required for sectors like healthcare and manufacturing, and it's becoming challenging day by day. How do
Mhm.
you envision the partnership with Rainbow Secure to maintain the edge across these industry verticals?
Yeah, our top industries are healthcare, manufacturing. We have a couple of clients in finance, and now legal firms are also asking. Many of these companies have the mandate by their their clients to show the compliance certificate or security certificate, and we have to perform internal checks before they can perform the checks and produce the certificates to their clients. So HIPAA compliance, and then financial audits, all that is prime objective for our client. So we make sure our practices comply to that, and then we are partnering with Rainbow Secure to give them confidence, or the let them clear those audits and provide to their clients. So that has been very helpful with Rainbow Secure.
Yeah, thank you for the great feedback, and I really, give the best luck and best wishes to the progress of Think AI to not only maintain the edge over the market, but also serve the customers in a truly innovative and helpful way. Now, as we wrap up, I would like to ask if you have any final thought or messages to share with our audience for the future of AI, security, and digital transformation.
Yeah, I guess I'm going with the message is that, first of all, AI is very powerful, so we have to think about security. So we have to think both end of the spectrum. One is what are the possibility, what are the things possible with AI? So your imagination or creativity has to be without restrictions. So you should not think security when you're thinking creativity or imagination. Think everything is possible, and just let your mind creates new idea, or your thoughts run wild. Okay, the moment you are done with some concept, then comes the security. Let's lock it down, let's not expose so much that we actually have negative impact, right? So we want to go hand in hand. So I would say any talk on the AI or new development goes with creativity and security. So that's one thing to always keep in mind. In terms of low hanging fruit, what I see in AI is initial impact is with text. Wherever you see a lot of text, whether it's in project management, which I showed you an example. So in my example, instead of a minute, if you can get the summary in 15 seconds, that gives you a better understanding. You're preparing for a project or a meeting and you go ready in 2 minutes, that's much better than you having zero idea, correct? So that is the kind of one quick example. But as you are working in a business, see where there is a lot of data in form of policies, training, written document, or PDFs. That will be the use case you want to bring in, and then things done with multiple steps, AI can make it faster. So those are the kind of efficiency you will get. So I would say, yeah, Microsoft also is launching Copilot. So get paid version of Copilot if you can, paid version of ChatGPT, play with it, and you can disable after 1-2 months. But once you get more accustomed, I think you can better talk within your organization and your consulting engagement. So I would encourage you, because if you think that, you're gonna come to us. So that's what I'm expecting. But that's what I would suggest here. And keep up with all the news going on. I would just say that, because it's just changing so fast, you want to keep it up. That's my message here.
Yeah, also, I'd like to congratulate the Think AI team on the recent success and awards that you achieved. I think Think AI got award for being the company with successful past journey in a short time. Then you got included into the Inc. 2000 list, correct?
Yes, Inc. 5000. It's a
5,000.
Inc. 5000. So Inc. Rates based on last 3 years of progress. So yeah, we were fortunate to be listed in that. Thank you.
Yes, so I would like to, refer my audience that any digital transformation or AI-based, ideas you might have to improve or, solve the challenges in your business, Think AI is the right choice to go for it. And just you can reach us out, any of us, either Manish or anybody in the Secure team, and we'll get you connected, and we'll work together for your success. And again, once again, Manish, thanks for joining the platform. And it was really, fascinating to hear your talk and as well as your live demo. So it was really, great pleasure for all of the audience who are watching us here as well as on LinkedIn and YouTube. and the recording would be available for them, and it will be shared separately on the LinkedIn as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for hosting, Dhaval Nehal. Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Welcome, Manish, and thank you again.
Thank you.
As we conclude today's segment of the Cyber Symposium, I would like to pause and reflect on the profound insight, discussion, and revelation we are witnesses. From Tanika's expertise to Deborah's first-hand experience and Manish's collaborative insights, today has been a whirlwind of knowledge and innovation in the realm of cybersecurity. I would like to express my deeper gratitude to all our speakers for sharing their wisdom, our partner for from their Stanford support, and to each one of you for being an integrate part of today's journey. Your engagement and enthusiastic fuel the spirit of this symposium. While today's session have come to a close, our journey is far from over. I'm excited to share that we will uh, reconnect again next Saturday to deliver and deeper into the world of cybersecurity. There is so much more to explore, learn, and discuss. Thank you. Till then, stay safe, and keep the spirit of learning alive. Thank you so much. And I will end the session now. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, everyone.